we're kind of like basketball or football players. Everybody here just wants to get out on the court and, dunk on someone pretty much.
Alrighty guys, Johnny Disc Golf here at the Wintertime Open with coverage presented by OTB. Here with the man, the legend, Mr. AJ Risley.
Wow.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm a legend now.
You are a legend, man.
About 43 years shy of a legend, but yeah.
That's actually fair. Okay, I wasn't necessarily considering age, but DD, since you've been coming to DD, you are kind of a legend. I mean, you're arguably maybe one of the fastest growing personalities. Obviously everybody loves you from commentary, from just on the videos. Is that something that you set out to do, or is that just something that's come, maybe naturally just because that's your personality?
I think it's been a little bit more natural. I mean, really, I try to have fun with everything, and usually that kind of comes, the way it comes naturally is just me reflecting the energy that people put out towards me.
Yeah.
So if someone's going to be happy and playful around me and having a good time and loose and relaxed, you're probably going to see the same kind of thing coming from me. So that's, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's great. And that's, I think, why I love disc golf so much, and we all love disc golf so much, is there is a lot of that playfulness, right? That fun attitude. Everybody's just out here to have a good time, We're here to compete, but fun's part of it.
Yes.
So off-season, this is the first event of the year, obviously.
Right.
I know you're from San Diego, I am too, but what's your off-season looked like? Have you just been hanging or practicing?
Well, yeah, I mean, I tried to joke around with people that I was hibernating throughout the off-season. It gets kind of cold in San Diego, especially like beginning of January. But I've been just working really hard to make each and every day count. Really, I mean, we got 3 months, give or take a week or so, to improve ourselves mentally, physically, spiritually, everything under the sun. So that's what I've been doing each and every day, is trying to just feel like at the end of the day that I did something to further my progress towards the goals that I'm working on.
Yeah, and being productive every day, right?
Yeah.
Just getting towards the goal. I like that you said getting prepared, physically, mentally, spiritually, the whole thing.
Right.
This season's a long grind. This is the first event, so maybe it's easy to get in the mode or get into that competitive nature right now, because there's just, that appetite is so wet, right?
Yeah.
Is that something that you feel you can maintain throughout the whole season, or is that something that, right now it's easy, but by Hall of Fame, it's just, it's grinding?
Yeah. That's a really good point. I think that definitely for the first event of the season, we're kind of like basketball or football players. Everybody here just wants to get out on the court and, dunk on someone pretty much. So I don't think the competitiveness is quite there yet. Definitely not for me. I'm super excited to just get out there and show what all this, preparation has been about. So for me, yes, that definitely this first A tier of the year is a little bit more relaxed. But at the same time, if it works well, then I'm going to do my best to remember that, take notes and really remember little specific things that I did and how I felt and whatnot, so I can replicate that throughout the entire season. Because like you said, when October rolls around and we've got the three super important events, USDGC, Hall of Fame Classic, Pro Tour Championships, I would love to feel exactly how I'm feeling right now.
Yeah.
Except maybe throwing 50 feet farther, because we've been crushing drives for 8 months straight.
Yeah, no, you said it. I mean, 8 months straight. I think one of the things that a lot of the fans notice about you particularly, and me too, as somebody who's behind the camera, watching it all from off screen, is you have a great balance of competitive drive and fun, right? I mean,
Right.
Inarguably, you're one of the most enjoyable guys to be around, right? It's a blast. But then you make a huge putt, and I've never seen anyone get as fired up as quickly as you. You can handle it.
Sure.
But is that in your personality, or is that something that you're trying to get yourself into a mode?
Honestly, I am not even close to the breaking 500 on jump putts made lifetime.
Yeah.
So I think you're gonna see the same kind of thing until it becomes, until making those putts is the majority of the putts attempted.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where that comes from is,
Still a little bit of shock that went in.
Yeah, well,
I'm kidding.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe not shock, but just, I don't know. It's kind of like when, when someone's trash talking to you and you one up them, you show them how it's done. It's like, feels good.
Oh, totally.
So, I'm kind of showing my past self that sticking with it and putting in the work was worth it.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely. No, it's cool to hear that you're saying, putting in the work, it's all worth it because, disc golf, it's not the top sport in the country right now. So a lot of it is internal, satisfaction. It's like we're not all out here making millions, and a lot of times it's just a passion project. And so like I really appreciate your energy and your your I would say like displays of passion on the course, but I really think disc golf could use a little bit more of that. We see a lot of like the cool guys don't run after putts and that sort of thing, but I like the fist pumps, man. It makes a good video.
That's because they're really good at making putts, and they've made big putts in big situations on lead cards for years and years and years. And so, who knows? Maybe get back to me when I'm in that position, and
Sure.
Hopefully I'll still be fist pumping the hell out of everything.
So your rating currently sits at 1017. That is, obviously higher, I believe, than it's ever been, or have you peaked a little bit higher?
I think I was 1019 for one update, 1018 a couple times, but yeah, I mean, anything in the 1010s is a dream come true for me right now.
Yeah, literally. So do you have a number like by the end of the season that maybe like you have in your head, like I'd like to be 1025, I'd like to be 1027, like what's your number?
1025.
1025?
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
I always feel like in the 1020, 1030 really is like that next, like
it's huge.
It's huge. So 8 points rating, I think it's very possible, especially you. I mean, we can all agree you haven't necessarily reached your cap, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think, I'm physically I'm in the best shape that I've ever been, and it's kind of bleeding over into everything else. So we'll see.
Yeah. So Wintertime Open, right? Let's talk tournament. I think you have as good a chance as anybody to go out here and win. I wouldn't say you're local, but it's in your neck of the woods, right? So there is probably that little bit of sentimental, like, let's get after it. Taking yourself out of the equation here, who's your choice? Who do you think has as good a shot as anybody to win it out here?
I just saw him running across the practice field right now. I don't know where he is, but he just got into the tournament like recently.
Seriously?
I'm picking back to back. I'm picking a repeat.
Wow, Lancer B himself for the repeat. I haven't seen him out here at all, actually, and I noticed that he wasn't on the list. You said he got in late. How do you know how that worked out, or did you help him at all with that?
I think his season last year didn't go as well as he wanted it to. I know. I mean, he might not have. He'll probably admit it. I mean, we're just being real. I mean, yeah. So I don't think he was 100% sure on his early season plans. But I guess I haven't really talked to him about the specifics, but things worked out, and so he's here now. And I don't know if I'm pretty sure he's playing next week in Vegas and the week after. So
cool.
He'll take advantage of the opportunity no matter what.
Oh, exactly. I mean, and at the end of the day, we all love to play disc golf, right? So it's probably easy to talk yourself into coming out to a tournament.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, if you were here yesterday, you might.
Yeah, you ain't wrong.
Might have something else to say about that.
Actually, speaking of, I think did you end up getting your? I know you threw 2 into the lake that was a green. Did you ever end up getting your Maverick back?
No, it might still be out there if there's still water, or it might be on the lost and found table.
Yeah, okay.
But it'll work its way back to me.
That's good. Okay, well, hey, AJ, I know you got a round coming up in about an hour, so I'm going to let you get back to your warm-up routine. Cool. For everybody else, for all things disc golf, please head over to my YouTube over at Johnny Disc Golf. Thank you so much for watching that interview. Guys, if you'd like to support, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it as much as you can. And if you have it in you, the patreon.com/JohnnyDiscGolf, where every dollar goes to cleaning up this disaster of a van.